We reviewed hundreds of travel gear products this year and gotten our hands on even more. So naturally, we're gonna have a few favorites. Each person on our team has different preferences, and in this video, we'll be sharing the gear that they couldn't get enough of in 2023. Who knows, maybe you'll even find a favorite for your next trip. And enter our Nomadic giveaway for a chance to win some of their gear. Link down in the description below. Let's dive in. We'll kick things off with the Aer Pro Kit, which tops my personal list. It fits my tech perfectly and I carry it every day. I love that the zippered mesh pocket on the front perfectly fits my mouse, and while I don't often need the stylus loop, it stays out of the way and is nice to have just in case I want to bring a pen. The other side has two stretchy mesh pockets that I use for my cords in front of a zippered pocket where I pack my dongles and other tiny gear. Then I stick my wall charger and international power adapter in the big back pocket. There's enough room for a tablet if you'd prefer, but we've noticed that overfilling the compartment can make the kit tip over, so we'd recommend keeping it light. Overall, I dig the wide, flat base because it allows the pouch to stand upright on my desk so I can quickly find what I need throughout the day. It can be tricky to pack the shape since it's not square, but it fits nicely with my Aer Kit 3 and my travel backpack because they're both somewhat triangular and create a cube shape when stacked. That made it easy to bring this thing along on multiple trips in the latter half of this year to South America and a bunch around the US. Next up is the Bellroy Venture Sling in the 2.5 liter size. It's one of my favorite slings and it's been on just about every trip that I've taken this year. The front pocket has a divider that flexes to fit whatever gear is on each side. I like hooking my keys to the leash and using the rest of the space for my AirPods, a small pen, and lip balm. The back pocket is good for my passport and wallet, but I can feel anything bulkier against my body, so I prefer flat items here. The main compartment has a nicely padded slip pocket for my phone and an elevated mesh pocket for my travel sunglasses to keep them from getting crushed. There's no other organization inside, but that's okay because it nicely fits my flight essentials like a battery bank and cables, and the built-in compression strap slims the bag down when I'm not carrying as much. The magnetic buckle makes it easy to take on and off, though it can slip around when I wear it on my front. A small trade-off for an otherwise rugged and slick bag. Now onto some other Packhacker team members' favorites. The EVERGOODS 26-liter Civic travel bag combines durable materials with great organization and a comfortable carry. I'm also a massive fan of this bag, but our staff writer Eric already called dibs on it. The large clamshell makes it easy to load packing cubes and pouches, and he was even able to fit his camera cube for a trip across the state. If you're looking for one of those, then stick with us because Ahmad, our video producer, has a great recommendation for one. As for smaller gear, there's enough organization inside that makes it versatile for a daily drive or two. Inside is a zippered pocket that's great for tech and a mesh pocket where Eric stores socks or other items that don't have a designated packing cube. There's also a stretchy pocket for large items that don't fit in the zippered pockets like a travel journal or notebook. It'll end up buried underneath your gear though, so it's best left for things that you won't need until you get to your destination. The external organization is great too. The laptop compartment and vertical front pocket are accessible from the bag side, so all you have to do is swing it over your shoulder and grab what you need. There's also a small top pocket, which is a perfect spot for your phone and wallet as you make your way through airport security. Eric also digs the durability of the NITECORE SLB05. He's gotten a ton of use out of it as a sling, messenger, and organizer inside of another pack. He packs the main compartment with his camera, cash, and daily tech, plus whatever snacks and souvenirs he picks up along the way. Eric says that one of his favorite things about the bag is the extra protection given by the front flap. It kept his camera from getting soaked during a 2-hour walk in the rain, though it did get a little damp since the bag isn't the most water resistant. He's also a fan of the fuzzy lining that prevents any delicate gear he's carrying from getting scratched. For less sensitive items, there are two open pockets in the front. They're good spots for battery banks or small notebooks, though we think some snap button or other closure would have been handy to add for extra protection. Regardless, Eric really loved using it as a go-to sling bag, and that's why he thinks it's one of the best items that he's tested all year. We'll get to some of Lauren's favorites next, but first let's talk about this video's sponsor, NordVPN. It helps keep my identity safe online and helps save money when I'm booking a trip. It is no secret that websites tailor their prices to users in different locations. All I do is connect to a server in another state or country, browse the deals, and then do it again from another server. Once I've found the best price, I simply clear the cache and return to the cheapest server to book my flight. It also protects me from malware on up to 6 devices, and NordVPN lets me know if someone has leaked my password on the dark web. Plus, it gives me a sense of security when I'm working from a coffee shop while traveling. They encrypt my data flow so my personal information is safe even on an unsecure Wi-Fi network. Use code PACKHACKER at nordvpn.com/packhacker for 4 months free on a 2-year plan. They offer a 30-day money-back guarantee so you can try it risk-free on your next trip. Then you can snag a great deal and get away without worrying about malware wherever you go. Now it's Lauren's turn. She loves the convenience of the latest Stak from Subtl Beauty, especially after taking it to Phoenix for a bachelorette weekend. This customizable makeup palette is round, so it takes up less space in a dopp kit or everyday bag. There are options for cream or powder makeup, a great brush applicator, and a mirror so you can reapply anywhere. Lauren said bringing a single makeup container is excellent, especially when on trips when she only needs to get dressed up once or twice. When she's not traveling, she throws it in her everyday bag to refresh before going out in the evening. While there are containers for blush, bronzer, concealer, highlighter, eyeshadow, and more, she only has to bring what she needs for that day. Leave some behind and this already small stack gets even smaller. You'll have to buy another lid, base, and brush to create a second stack though. While we wish Subtl Beauty was more inclusive with its shades, some of the products like eyeshadow and blush are more likely to match different skin tones. If you're looking for a super comfortable bag for a long hike, Lauren likes this pack from Outdoor Research. Its lightweight is great if you plan to be active on your trip. She took it hiking in Estes Park near Denver and realized it's awesome on a winter hike. You never know when you're going to work up a sweat on a cold hike, so it's nice to have that space in your bag for extra layers when you get hot. The shoulder strap pockets are great for her sunglasses, phone, and snacks since she wanted to get at them quickly on the hike. If you think they look a bit bulky, they make another version of the bag without them, so you can pick the one that works best for you. Whichever you opt for, the padded contoured back panel and straps are comfortable and breathable when you get hot. That's definitely something that you want in a hiking backpack. Although the process of attaching walking sticks to the side cinch straps is a bit fussy, we don't think it's a deal breaker. Our video producer Ahmad has worn these shoes nearly every day since we got them at Packhacker HQ earlier this year. The Vessi Cityscapes go with almost everything, from casual to slightly more professional clothing. That's why these were the only shoes he took on a 3-week trip home to Lebanon. He says the waterproof material is a lifesaver since he never knows what kind of puddles, snow, or other elements he'll face when shooting footage for the channel. And since the Dymatex waterproofing material is breathable, they're great in warm weather too. The uppers are stretchy, so he only had to tie them once, and now he just slips them on and off each day. The Cityscapes are super comfortable too, and one gripe that Ahmad has with them is that he swears that he gets more static buildup when these things are on and he gets shocked more. He's also shocked me a couple times. And while this may be obvious to serious runners, these are definitely for everyday use, not sports, since they lack ankle support and extra padding. Next up is a rec for photographers. Ahmad's been digging the 4-liter everything camera insert for its effective organization and rigid padding. Moment designed it to fit their MTW and everyday bags, so it has little toggles on the back that hook onto loops that keep it in place. Even if you don't have one of those bags, it works in plenty of other packs too, like the Peak Design Travel Backpack 30, which Ahmad took with him to Lebanon. He had no issues fitting in his camera with a zoom lens, 3 batteries, 3 filters, his charger, and SD cards inside. It may be too small if you travel with multiple lenses unless you're willing to leave other accessories behind, but packing a small kit like this leaves room for other gear in your pack, so it works great for casual photography. Ahmad likes its customizability too because it fits his gear like a glove. Staff writer Christine really liked using this next bag on her trip to Florida. It has plenty of space for her 5-day trip and is super comfortable to carry even in the hot and humid Florida climate. The harness system is well padded and breathable, and Christine says the adjustable sternum strap did a great job supporting the load. Plus, she found it easy to stash her phone, wallet, and cash in the top pocket at the airport, though too much weight makes the front of the bag look saggy. Instead, she prefers to store those items in a vertical front pocket if there's enough space, though it fills up fast if you also want to bring snacks and a book. We like how the laptop compartment opens to lay completely flat because you may be able to leave your computer inside as it goes through the X-ray machine, though be sure to take it out if you're asked. There's also a pull tab on the divider panel that gives you access to the main compartment, which Christine likes as an alternative to using duffel-like opening. For the price, it is a well thought out bag. You're just sacrificing a bit of aesthetics since it can get kind of saggy if it's not packed to the brim. Christine also likes this travel mat from JadeYoga. It's made with natural rubber tapped from rubber trees, so it's nice and grippy, making it easy to practice yoga and get those poses. Plus, it rolls up tightly or folds to be about the size of a yoga block, so it's easy to fit into a travel backpack on your next trip. It's a great travel accessory to find a little zen in all the chaos of a family vacation, or if you don't want to skip your daily practice. Sure, you could use a hotel towel, but those can slip, and the yoga mat creates a nice barrier between you and the hotel floor. It's thin and lightweight, yet surprisingly comfortable. Christine has been using it daily for several months now, and she likes practicing it along the beach when she takes it camping. Since it's thin, you can still feel the ground beneath you, but this natural rubber mat smooths the rough edges, even when meditating on a rocky ground. What's some of your favorite gear from this year? Let us know down in the comments below. Maybe it'll be our new favorite product in 2024. Happy New Year, and we'll see you next time.